Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and I do a Crypto Lifer show. I'm the Crypto Lifer, and the Lifers watch me every single day. We have an amazing community, thousands and thousands of people around the world. We've hit 5 million views on the channel, and we continue to grow every single day. And it's because we bring you the hottest news. A 3 to 5 minute segment that breaks down exactly what's happening. This is big right now. Base TVL jumps 26% in a week. What's behind the move? If you know Base is Coinbase L2 celebrates crucial milestone amid fight for L2 dominance. Layer 2 blockchain protocol Base has hit a new milestone as it pushes to enforce its dominance among Layer 2 chains on the Ethereum blockchain. According to the data from the L2 beat, the Base network's total value locked is now pegged at $550 million, up more than 26% in the week to date. Notably, the jump in Base TVL was catalyzed by the reminting of native USDC on the network on October 4th, with the stablecoin increasing by 470% to 159 million. With enough USDC, it implies that there is an adequate liquidity to power the key operations available on the Base protocol. Base has been hitting a number of impressive strides in recent weeks, following the success of its social fi protocol, Friend Tech, with the remarkable growth in address count that accompanied Friend Tech. The Base network has reaped the biggest benefit overall. As it stands, Base has moved up in the rankings by a considerable mile, and in terms of TVL is now surpassed by only Arbitrum and Optimism, respectively. Base has outranked ZK Sync and Polygon ZK EVM, two other higher-performing networks with relatively older ages when compared to the former L2 chain. Dude, it makes me, we got to make a Base video. I got to show you how to get onto Base. We're going to make something that we're going to show you how to navigate DeFi on this channel, all right? I used to do it all the time, all my videos, my cake videos, and people think I'm just a trader, a guy that does the charts, but I'm a DeFi guy, and I can actually teach you how to navigate DeFi and have all sorts of fun, and so that's something that I definitely want to start implementing again on the channel, get back to what made this channel great. I was the cake man, right? And so we can teach you all about this stuff on the channel. I can't wait to show you more. Crypto needs Congress, but the U.S. lawmakers have opted for pandemonium. While Congress stares down the barrel of a November 17th government shutdown, the rudderless House remains the focus of the crypto industry's hopes for regulatory process. So, yeah, they only got a 45-day Band-Aid. That's all they got, right? It's not like they really solved the issue. 45-day Band-Aid, we see what happens. An already tenuous plan for crypto legislation in the House of Reps could be thrown into uncertainty by its leadership mess. Industry lobbyists think there could be a window for House progress by the end of this year. Through Senate still poses a problem. So it's like two crypto bills are carrying a lot of sectors' hopes because they've made it further than any legislation to date. One House bill that would establish rules for digital assets markets and another that would set up regulations for issuing and trading stablecoins in the U.S. Until now, crypto lobbyists thought that both pieces of legislation had a shot to reach the House floor in November. Yeah, I mean, you got Republican House Speaker getting ousted, all right, in unprecedented fashion, right? They don't have a new one yet. New Speaker, Republicans pick a permanent leader. McHenry may have some goodwill to spend. So far, Rep. Steve Scalise, the House leadership's current number 2, and Jim Jordan, who's backed by former President Donald Trump, are vying for the job. Neither of them have records of supporting crypto. Yeah, I wonder what Jim Jordan's idea in crypto. I never really heard him talk crypto, but he is for free speech. He is for freedom, and crypto has something to do with that. The Senate is giving us resistance, right? Sherrod Brown, Ohio Democrat, the chairman of Senate Banking Committee, or Senate Tim Scott, the panel's top Republican and a current candidate for the party's presidential nominee, are openly engaged with crypto legislation. So we don't have enough people really caring about what's happening. Brown has put his focus on the Second Fair Regulation Banker Act, meant to ensure proper financing for the marijuana industry. That is interesting. The marijuana industry suffers, like, they have to use a lot of cash. They have to use, like, they go through a lot of issues. I've noticed that with people that have started businesses and they have to deal with cash. Banks have problems with them. It shouldn't be. You know, it's a legal entity that they're providing a service for. They shouldn't have to kind of like bop and weave through the financial system. Ether slides as Ethereum Foundation swaps 2.7 million ETH on Uniswap. The foundation periodically sells tokens to cover costs, creating a temporary sell-off event in markets. Ether price slipped 1.5% past a few hours as traders seemed to react to a wallet apparently belonging to the Ethereum Foundation that sold a portion of its allocated tokens. They sold 1,700 ETH for 2.7 million. I mean, they need it, right? They have all this ETH stacked. They need it for operations, you know, and so they sell it off. As of April, it held over 1.2 billion in Ethereum, which represented over 0.29% of the total supply at the time. What do you mean there's no total supply? That's the thing, man. Ethereum doesn't have a finite supply. Like, everyone that always forgets that. Like, everyone's like, oh, I love ETH. And then like, well, how many tokens does it have? And they're like, well, it has 21 million. I'm like, Bitcoin has 21 million. Foundation's selling a lot of Ethereum. That's, you know, but, you know, it's what they do. You kind of have to, like, you know, shrug it off. But makes you a little sketched out. Ethereum, I like it. It is the most known more developers use Ethereum than anything in the world, right? It's awesome. It's got a lot going for it, but at the same time, I see some red flags for Ethereum here and there. But, it's definitely, I feel like it can easily get to 10K, but it's a little over a 5X. Like, I don't know if it's going to do, maybe 20,000, and it can do maybe a 15X or something like that. Maybe a 20X. I just think it's highly unlikely, but you never know. I could be wrong.